Hi, I'm Tash from The Loving Lifestyle, a channel dedicated to helping you live your best life. Today we're going to talk about how to take control of your own life and how to nurture your independent thinking. It is easy to feel out of control in our own lives, especially at the moment. I personally have been struggling with this at the moment, and it's led to feelings of stress, anxiety, anger, and the lack of motivation, because what's the point if nothing's ever going to go my way? However, I've always been hella independent. So amidst all the negative feelings, there's always that nagging feeling in my gut that says, we can push through this, you're in control of how you deal with this situation. The environment may be out of my hands right now, but how I react to it is up to me. I find it really hard to take myself seriously when I'm being pessimistic, because it's just not what I believe in. I believe that any situation can be turned around with a shift in mindset. So that is what today's video is about. How to take control of your own life through nurturing your independent thinking and shifting your mindset. Your self-talk is the inner voice that runs through your head all the time. It is a combination of conscious thoughts and unconscious beliefs and biases. Those unconscious thoughts usually stem from the environment that we're in or have been in, and the messages we're surrounded by, which develop our beliefs over time without us really realizing it. Now consider this. A lot of the things we're taught when we're younger stem around these ideas. I know what's best for you. Respect your elders. Rules are there to protect you. Behave yourself. Sharing is caring. Don't talk back to me. Leading on from this, we're also taught, either on purpose or just from what we see, that life flows in a very similar pattern for everyone. You go to school, maybe uni, you get a job, you get married, maybe have kids, raise those said kids, retire. That's it. You're only considered successful when you have a spouse, a good job, and a big house. Most movies and TV shows that you watch will also follow this same pattern, and usually those few characters that don't are the butt of the joke. Most people around you do it this way. It seems pretty normal to you. It's what's expected. It is so hard to feel in control of your own life when it's been shaped by pretty much everyone except for you. You don't want to let people down, so you try your hardest to do what will make the people around you happy. But what about making ourselves happy? It's no wonder that so many of us have had an identity crisis at some point or another, and so many mental health issues stem from a lack of sense of self. We have been raised to please others, conform to the majority, and behave ourselves. So let's chat about 3 things to consider when trying to take back control of our own lives. Authority. No one but you has control over your life. And you can't control anyone else's life either. You are responsible for your own actions, decisions, good or bad, and whilst there may be consequences of them, they are yours and yours alone. There is no such thing as an authority figure. So don't let other people influence the life that you have to live with. Make choices that serve you, not someone else. Age does not equal wisdom, and the concept of putting a human being in uniform in order to control other human beings is baffling to me. We are all people. Outfits and titles and status does not change that fact. Similarly, in most circumstances, you cannot blame anyone else for the position that you are in. Mostly because that position is shaped by your self-talk and your beliefs, but also because you cannot let anyone else take control of your life. If you want to know a little more about how to correct your unhealthy self-talk, then check out my video up here. Now please, if you take one thing from this video, let it be that you don't owe anyone anything, and they don't owe you either. When you start seeing everyone else around you as equal to you, not better than or worse than, you change the way you feel about control and authority. Own your mind, your belief, your choices. Accept the consequences, but do it for you. Comparison. You are a miraculous human being. Show the world your unique power and develop your confidence in who you are, not in comparison to anyone else. Similar to my video on how to figure out what you want in life, we often follow paths in life that we think are right simply because other people have done them or are doing them. If all your siblings went to uni, you feel like you should as well. If all your friends are having kids, you feel like you should be too. If all your colleagues are applying for that promotion, you feel like you should be wanting it as well. But the thing is, if it doesn't feel right to you, if it's not something you've considered before, or if it's just something that doesn't appeal to you, honour that feeling. Just because everyone else is doing it doesn't mean that you need to. Cultivate the confidence to go against the grain and do what feels right to you. This is what makes you unique. It's what makes you special. It's what makes you interesting. Stop comparing yourself to where your friends, family, colleagues are. All our paths are different, and the path of life isn't linear. You may reach certain milestones I should say, before others do, but you may reach them after others do. We need to stop comparing our paths against each other, because there is no right way to live a life. Please don't give other people the power to influence the only life that you have. Your uniqueness is your superpower. Own it. Own your outlook, your body, your innate wisdom and beauty. Develop the confidence to express that. Visualization. David James Leese said, "Be mindful of your self-talk. It's your conversation with the universe." Now what he means by this is what you say, visualize, manifest, imagine, create, and consciously think becomes your reality. Now you can look at this from multiple angles depending on how you look at life. You could say that you are telling the universe what you want. And when you are visualizing negativity, failure, sadness, that is what you will receive. If you're perhaps a more practical person, you could say that what you say and think is reflected in your actions, and your actions become your reality. For example, if you think to yourself, "I am never going to get this job, I'm not good enough, someone else is going to interview better," that will likely lead to an awful interview because you will self-sabotage when your actions reflect those negative thoughts you've been having. So inevitably, you don't get the job. Or if you wish, you could say that your God is listening, and when she hears you thinking so negatively about these things, you will receive what you asked for. So an example from my own life. I manifested that I would fail my financial accounting exam in January. I knew going up to it, before I'd even seen the paper or even started studying, that I would fail it. I only had negative thoughts surrounding it and surrounding my ability to pass this exam. So whether I self-sabotaged or the universe answered my manifestation, who knows? But either way, my negative self-talk influenced my performance and validated the negativity that started the whole cycle. And of course, I did fail my financial accounting exam. Now, if I had corrected my negative self-talk in the beginning, I would have told myself that I could do it, that I was good enough, that I can work hard enough. And I probably would have passed, and I'd be sitting here right now with a first-class degree instead of a 2-1. Learn from these events where you held yourself back from your true potential and manifest the life that you really want. Tell yourself that you can do it and really truly believe it. Take control of the outcomes in your life by realizing that you really can create your own reality, and you are already doing that every single day. If you couldn't already tell, I'm so passionate about taking control of your own life. I feel it is so relevant at the moment when we're all feeling stunted by the global situation. I personally am in a position at the moment where one of the biggest decisions in my life is being decided by somebody else. Somebody who has no idea who I am and the effect that their decision has on me. But by actioning the mindsets that I've laid out in this video, I can help myself feel more in control by remembering that nobody has the power to tell me I can't be who I want to be. My path may be hard, but it's unique, and that is what makes my life magic. And if I manifest success and positivity every day in my life, I will receive the outcomes I desire. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to give it a like and subscribe. If you made it this far, comment "I got this" down below in the comments, and let me know how you plan to nurture your independent thinking. Or you can connect with me over on my Instagram at The Loving Lifestyle Blog. And remember, you are your own authority, your own boss. Your uniqueness is your superpower. Harness it and put it to work to create the life that you want. If you enjoyed this video, you will most likely enjoy my video on how to correct your unhealthy self-talk, which goes into more details of how to replace your unhealthy, negative views of yourself with more positive affirmations. And that is linked right here. I'll see you next week.